Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with another Middle Eastern fragrance review, as usual. And the fragrance we're going to talk about today is from the House of Swiss Arabian. I haven't really covered anything from them in a while, and this one, since it's still pretty cold out there, and I think they're still calling it winter, it's going to be Primal Code. First off, I want to talk about what this fragrance is compared to on Fragrantica. They compare it to Stronger With You. I think it's the regular Not Intensely, which I've only smelled, I believe, 1 or 2 times in store, but I've never owned it or owned a sample, so I don't really want to compare it too closely. Ultra Male and Armani Code Profumo, those are the first 3 it gets compared to. First, I want to talk about Ultra Male. I don't get that at all. It just has a bubblegummy feel, and I don't feel like it smells like Armani Code Profumo, which I love, by the way. I own and love, and I want to talk about what you smell, because on the Fragrantica site, there's a ton of notes, but what you're really going to get, I think, most prominently in here is that bubblegummy feel, a pretty hefty dose of vanilla. It's pretty sweet. It's got a good amount of spices, so I do get the cardamom. I get a real good dose of, a real hefty dose, again, of pink pepper. I get the violet leaf as well. I don't get a ton of the lavender or the sage. I don't get a ton of the mint. Basically, I just get woods with a good amount of vanilla, a good amount of spices, whether it be from cardamom or pink pepper, and just that bubblegum vibe. I think you'll pick up on the cinnamon and amberwood as well. So really what it is pretty sweet, spicy fragrance. I would say very sweet. At least in my book, this would be counted as very sweet. So that's what it smells like to me. I think it's really playful. It's very jovial. Performance-wise, it is definitely a beast to where if you spray too much, you're gonna go nose blind within minutes. But if you put on about 5 sprays, it's gonna be good. I don't think it's overwhelming or anything like that. Longevity, I got well over 10 hours, I can tell you. Sillage, definitely present, and I think projection, even with just 5 sprays, was pretty loud. I would say at least an arm's length for the first couple of hours. But the sillage kept going for the life of the fragrance, and I think it was a really good performer. I mean, Swiss Arabian tends to be good performers, and this one was just no different. The only way you're going to think maybe this isn't a good performer is if you overspray, because the first time I wore it, I oversprayed it, and I went nose blind in under 30 minutes. So I would say with something like this, go super easy on the trigger. But 5 sprays was fine. I didn't feel overwhelmed or anything like that. Performance, 10 out of 10 for me. Who can wear it? Anybody. This doesn't lean in any direction. Super unisex. If you have mature taste in fragrance, this may not be for you. It is very sweet. If you don't like sweet fragrances, this is 100% not for you. Don't sample it. There's no point. It's a very sweet fragrance. So I would say the only way that I would compare it to those 3 fragrances is I would say those 3 fragrances are all pretty sweet. This is also really sweet. I don't think Profumo is even, Armani Code Profumo is even as sweet as this one, so kind of bear that in mind. If you like those fragrances, you'll probably like this one because they're kind of warmer, sweet, spicy, but just make sure that you really enjoy sweet fragrances. Where could you wear this? I would say, personally, this is an absolute club banger because it's loud and sweet. You could wear it on a date, but I don't find it to be a very date night-y fragrance. And I just feel like it's too loud to be a date night fragrance. Definitely evening only. Do not wear this during the day. This is so aggressive to be wearing during the day because it is so sweet and loud. And fall, winter only. I would not wear it any other time of the year. Even in where I'm from, I usually say like, oh, I can get away with it spring, summer nights because in the evenings it still stays pretty chilly. I wouldn't even do that. Fall, winter only. Maybe some people would go for spring nights, but me personally, I wouldn't because again, it is very loud and pretty sweet. That bubblegummy vibe is a lot, especially when you mix it in with those spices. So where you could wear it, I just think it's just a club banger, or if you're going somewhere in the evening outdoors. Indoors, I think you'd be fine. Just go with a couple of sprays. Just make sure it's like a colder night, just because I just feel like if you're going somewhere indoors and it's going to be warm, this may be a little bit too much. Again, if you've tried this fragrance, let me know your thoughts on that, because I think a lot of people will wear things like this probably year-round. Me personally, though, I'm probably reserving it for colder weather and times when I know I'm going to be outdoors. I feel like that's more appropriate. Compliments. So that's kind of where I want to stop for a second. I do like this fragrance, and I've given it a pretty solid amount of wearings, and I feel like it performs really well. But boy, can I not catch a compliment with this fragrance. I think that for most people, this would be something that pulls in compliments, but this is definitely sweeter than I'm used to. And I think it's sweeter than the people that surround me on a daily basis are used to me wearing. So I think for me, it's just not the norm, and maybe that's why I don't get compliments with it. I think possibly if I were to wear it in the setting that it's meant for, like going out to a club, I think I would totally get compliments with this. However, that's not really a thing lately, and even if it was, we haven't done that for so long that I don't really want to. At least lately I don't. But again, I think if you were to wear this and go to a club and try to get attention with it, I think it would totally pull attention. Again, it's sweet, it's spicy. It does have really good people-pleasing DNA. I just feel like you should wear it in the right context for it to be able to pull you compliments. And I feel like if I did wear it in the right context, it would have definitely worked. But because I just wore it to work and kind of around running errands and doing my everyday life things, it maybe didn't pull compliments just because it was in the wrong setting. However, compliment-wise, I think you could probably get some compliments with it. I just don't want to guarantee them because they're never guaranteed. But also because I just couldn't pull any. Not even one. Not a single one. Price-wise, though, for 100 ml of this, which is this bottle right here, I believe I paid between $45 and $50, which I think for the juice that you're getting, because it is pretty good quality juice. Swiss Arabian, honestly, I have no complaints when it comes to any of the things I've gotten from them. I think that's a pretty good price. I bought it from fragrancebuy.ca. If I find it anywhere else, I'll link it as well. If you've tried this fragrance, let everyone know your thoughts on it. Have you gotten any compliments with it? Performance-wise, how it's done for you. Drop everything down below. You guys know people read your comments. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like this video if you liked it. Be subscribed to my channel. Hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop a new video. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!